Hello and welcome back to Crypto Saving Experts, where we talk about the latest cryptocurrency news and take a look at the markets so that we all know exactly what is happening. My name is Jess and we do these live streams every single weekday. So if you are new here, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button. Let's take a look at what's going on with Bitcoin. We did see a little bit of a move to the downside and now we're seeing a little bit of a move to the upside. Every single day we're coming on here with small fluctuations in the price of Bitcoin, trying to keep cryptocurrency entertaining, even though the prices are just moving sideways. So please make sure to like and help us boost the cryptocurrency industry. Let's see what's going on here. So Bitcoin is currently up 1.63% within the last 24 hours. Ethereum is up 2.12%, but overall they have not retraced the losses they have seen in the last week. But we are seeing green all around the board right now, so we can't be complaining too much. Bitcoin Cash is up 9.2%. That is the biggest gainer of the day. We've also got Maker up almost 9%, Luna Classic up 8.4%, and eCash up 4.73% as well. So we can be feeling positive about what's going on here. We've seen worse situations. FTT we are seeing down at $1.14, down at 7.55 within the last 24 hours. And then some small fluctuations other than that. Let's take a look at what's going on here in terms of, these are the trending coins here. Maker is up almost 9%, that as I have just said. So trending topic at the moment. But let's see what's going on with the cryptocurrency news, because we have an interesting story here today. The Congress have been begging Gary Gensler to accept the spot Bitcoin ETFs. Now, before we get into that, I would like to talk about the CSE merch store. Now, a lot of you went onto the CSE merch store yesterday and raided it. We've had a lot of purchases so far, still fully stocked and ready for you to go over there and take advantage of that. So what you can see here is we've got cryptocurrency clothing on the CSE merch store. You can buy our t-shirts, you can buy the Bitcoin socks, you can buy a Bitcoin or a CSE cap if you're into caps. We've also got woolly hats, beanies, and then we've got some mystery boxes here as well. Now with the mystery boxes, you won't just receive a load of the same items, and you will receive items that add up to a value which is higher than the amount you've paid for the mystery box in terms of their retail value. So that could be a fun game for you to get involved with as well if you'd like to buy a mystery box and just see what we give you. We also are selling paper wallets, we're selling metal seed wallets, we are selling mouse mats there, black one and a white one. I've not stolen one of those from the store just yet, but I will be. We've also got crypto thermal mugs. I have one of these mugs and I use that every single day for my iced coffee in the morning. It's a nice way to start the day. We also have those Bitcoin neon signs there, and I've got one of those right here. I've not turned it on and I've not yet pinned it up, but that is going to be going behind me at some point right there on the wall. What else have we got in this store today? If you want to check out for yourself, make sure to just go to cryptosavingexpert.com, and at the top there you can see the merch store button is there, and that will take you to here. One of my favorite things as well is that we are selling wax burners. Now I've got one here, and we are actually selling Bitcoin shaped wax. So I'll show you these here. Now we've got a load of different scents here. This is my favorite scent. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but I took a fair few of these ones. So make sure to check them out. And that's something different. That's something that we can't really find elsewhere online. So the team have been working hard to try and make our merch store a little bit different and stand out from the crowd. And I think they've done amazingly at that. And then obviously you can click back into Crypto Saving Expert and see what else is going on in the news, in the markets, and take yourself on a little bit of a education journey on the website as well. But let's now take a look at what's going on in the cryptocurrency news. We need to be discussing today what's been happening with the spot Bitcoin ETF. So we've seen 4 members of Congress saying, come on, we need you to accept these spot Bitcoin ETFs. There's no reason for you to not be accepting them at this point in time. So let's take a look at this article and learn about this in a little bit more detail. So there's been a letter to the SEC chairman, Gary Gensler, from 4 House Financial Services Committee members, and they've argued that Bitcoin ETFs are virtually indistinguishable from the crypto futures ETFs, and the agency has already approved those. Now, there is a law, I'm not sure what this law is called, but basically you can take one case, and if it's if it's similar enough to another case, then you can't accept one and reject another, and you can just take basically what's happened with this one and project it onto the other one. So they're saying, look, they're very, very similar to crypto futures ETFs, so you can't say, yeah, you can have those, but you can't have those, because they're so similar. So we're saying here, the 4 lawmakers who are named in this article have stated the SEC's current stance is untenable following a recent decision by the DC Circuit Court of Appeals. In that decision, Circuit Judge determined the SEC's rejection of Grayscale's application to convert its GBTC fund into a spot ETF was arbitrary and capricious. So the legislators urged the SEC to approve the pending applications. Now, the plea to the SEC did get a response, and it was not the response that they were looking for. So we have actually seen the SEC delay the ARK21 shares spot ETF application's decision until early next year. Now, with all of these spot Bitcoin ETFs, a lot of them did get actually, the applications went in at a very similar time. We saw BlackRock filing for a spot Bitcoin ETF, and then we saw a flurry of other companies trying to create their applications as well. So they've all got similar deadlines. Now, with all of these things, the SEC have 3 deadlines to make their decision. Now, we've seen the first deadline pass, and the SEC decided they were going to defer their decision until the next deadline, and now we're approaching that second deadline for a lot of these applications. Here you can see we've passed ARK21 shares deadline, and those are getting rejected. Now, it is highly anticipated that we are going to see all of these Bitcoin ETFs get delayed, or their responses get delayed until the final deadline, which is for the majority of these around March next year. And this has been highly speculated for a while. We are seeing that there is a high probability that these will get accepted, but we are probably going to see the SEC delay all of the applications until the final deadline, and then when it gets to the start of next year, when those final deadlines come in, the SEC don't have another opportunity to delay their decision. We have seen some conversation about the government shutting down on the 1st of October, the SEC going into skeleton form, essentially having all of the excess staff removed for that period of time, and that could cause a delay in these ETFs. This is what Gary Gensler has been saying. Anything to stop ETFs, essentially. So we'll be seeing how that plays out in the next couple of days as well. Something to be aware of there. Let's take a look at what else is going on in the cryptocurrency news. We are also seeing that 3% of crypto workers are paid in crypto, according to studies. I'm proud to be in that 3%. Crypto workers are primarily remote, and they prefer their compensation paid in fiat currencies, according to a study. Now, this is a bit of a disappointing article here. The people that work in crypto at full-time, part-time, we're meant to be the people that are driving the cryptocurrency adoption and pushing for cryptocurrency adoption. We don't want to be doing that and then behind closed doors going, actually, can you just send me that in fiat? It doesn't exactly look good, does it? It's not giving cryptocurrency a good name if the leaders in the space and those working in the space to push it and drive it into being a great industry still don't want to accept it as their monthly payments. So it's a bit unfortunate to see this result here. We are seeing in July, Crypto Saving Expert reported that exchanges and brokerage companies employ roughly 60% of all crypto workers, so it could be as a result of that. So if you want to have more information on that, make sure to check out that article. But I think we should move on to the next one here. Before we do, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification button so you don't miss the latest cryptocurrency news. As I said, we do these live streams every single weekday. We have done since December 2022, and we have not missed a single day, despite Bitcoin just being absolutely static and not moving and being basically a stable coin for the last couple of months. We've been on here trying to keep the space entertaining, trying to keep you all engaged in the cryptocurrency markets so that when the next bull market comes around, you've prepared yourself, you are ready to tackle that. And I always say to people, if people are looking to get into cryptocurrency, the best thing to do is just to stay up to date with what's going on in the news, because I know people are busy, not everyone is full-time crypto, so you don't have all of the time in the world to stay up to date with what's going on in the markets. But if you stay up to date with what's going on in the cryptocurrency news, you'll learn slowly over time how the markets react to different data, and just start to get involved with what's really going on and how things are working. I know a lot of people start, first of all, trying to learn how to trade the markets, how to do technical analysis, how to identify chart patterns, and that's also a great way to get into the space. But if you can learn about what's going on in the news, that gives you a massive head start. So just tuning into these live streams and putting me on in the background every day is a brilliant way to get involved in the cryptocurrency space. If your friends are looking to do so as well, make sure to share the streams with them to help us grow as big as possible. Let's see what else is going on here in the cryptocurrency news. We have Binance finally exit Russia, sells business to COMEX. So after weeks of legal headwinds in the country, Binance has finally called it quits in Russia. So in a statement published on Wednesday, they announced they were selling the entire entity to COMEX, who officially launched its exchange on Tuesday. So we are seeing here Binance have said to ensure a smooth process for existing Russian users, the offboarding process will take up to 1 year. All assets of existing Russian users are safe and securely protected. Binance is fully exiting Russia though, and Russia becomes a headache for Binance because we can see here Russia was once an important market for Binance, but it recently became a hassle for the exchange, which it is already embroidered with a legal battle with the US regulators. So the CCO has cited compliance concerns as part of the reason behind the move today. So changes all across the world. We are seeing regulation changes all across the world, and with that we are seeing centralized exchanges trying to adapt to this as quick as possible, and it seems to be an absolute headache. I feel very, very sorry for the teams at centralized exchanges. They're trying to keep on top of all of this regulation because it is all changing so quickly, and 1 minute you can register somewhere, the next you can't, next you've got to go through these whole different guidelines. It's just so difficult right now. A lot is changing in the space. Hopefully it all calms down by the next bull market and slightly steps back from the cryptocurrency space in the next bull market. This is a steep learning curve, and we are in a new industry. Cryptocurrency is still relatively new. With that, we get the big gains. We get those altcoins that do 100x returns, but we also see the problems with regulation and hacks. We can't have the benefits of the profitable tokens without having those problems in the space as well, and it all comes with a new industry. But these centralized exchanges is trying to adapt to this as quick as possible, so they don't get involved with the regulators, because that is a very, very big challenge that none of them really want to take on. Let's see what else is going on here in the crypto news. So US Treasury sanctions ETH address linked to Sinaloa cartel's fentanyl operation. So, on Ethereum address belonging to him, an affiliate of Mexico's cartel has been sanctioned by the US Treasury, OFAC, for its use in the funding of fentanyl production. So we are seeing here 10 individuals linked to the trafficking operations to its special designated nationals and blocks person list. The sanctions will counter the fentanyl and illicit drug trade, and he's brought ingredients for fentanyl from China using crypto there. So we are seeing more major news stories. This will probably get pushed by mainstream media of cryptocurrency used in a negative way and painting cryptocurrency in a negative light, but we don't need that. Let's take a look at what else is going on here. Chase Bank blocks crypto in yet another blow for the UK's crypto hub ambitions. So the UK decided they wanted to become a cryptocurrency hotspot, and I'm smiling because it is laughable what has happened since that statement was made. We have seen a lot of steps in the wrong direction in terms of UK regulation. We've seen a huge amount of regulatory changes that are about to come in on the 8th of October, making it very, very difficult for cryptocurrency companies to abide by the guidelines, and we are seeing with those changes, centralized exchanges are having to move out of the UK. We've seen Bybit announce that they will be leaving the UK in a matter of weeks, and we are now seeing banks announce that they will be blocking debit card transactions and bank transfers suspected to be used for purchasing cryptocurrencies, so making it that extra bit difficult for UK citizens to purchase cryptocurrency. Now, this is just one bank, but is this going to continue to spread? This is the subsidiary of JP Morgan Chase. Now, I wouldn't say necessarily this is at the fault of the banks. The banks have their own regulation that they need to abide by. And if they see the regulation of cryptocurrency tightening, they don't want to be getting involved in that. So these are the changes we are seeing here. Banks have to abide by all of their regulation. It's very, very strict. So we are seeing them having to change their stance on cryptocurrency as the regulation of cryptocurrency changes. So despite yet another name on the cryptocurrency block list in the UK, it is still possible to interact with cryptocurrencies easily for now. Combined with the increasing availability of cryptocurrency cards, spending your crypto assets in the UK is becoming less and less reliant on banking institutions. So we are seeing the rise of cryptocurrency cards, and I'm definitely discussing this a lot more with people than I used to. Lots of people are more interested in how they can use cryptocurrency cards. And these are basically just credit cards that you load up with cryptocurrency. You can use them like a Visa, a MasterCard, and they will just transfer that cryptocurrency into fiat and pay for that item. So it means you don't have to go onto a centralized exchange, transfer your cryptocurrency into a fiat, find a fiat off-ramp into your GBP or whatever fiat you are using, and then find a bank that will let you send that from the cryptocurrency platform to your fiat bank account. So it just removes all of those steps and makes it a lot easier for people to spend their cryptocurrency when the time comes. Let's see what else is going on in the cryptocurrency news though. Before we do, please don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell notification button so you don't miss the latest cryptocurrency news. Last story here, Mitsubishi UFJ Trust and Binance Japan begin path to innovative stablecoin. So MUTB and Binance Japan have embarked on a joint mission to explore developing and issuing a new stablecoin. We did actually see BUSD, a stablecoin issued by Paxos, but Binance's stablecoin essentially, until February this year when regulators got involved and they stopped completely the minting of new BUSD, and we are seeing that come to a complete end at the start of next year. But Binance Japan are now partnering with MUTB to try and make a new stablecoin possible. Now, we've seen PayPal launch a stablecoin just a couple of months ago, PYUSD, issued by Paxos, and that is said to be a fully regulated stablecoin. And I think the battle for a stablecoin is actually a very interesting one right now. What we're seeing in the cryptocurrency space is a lot of regulation of cryptocurrencies, and then the regulation for cryptocurrency is a different topic to the regulation of stablecoins. We're seeing them get regulated in different ways because a lot of the major cryptocurrencies are decentralized. Stablecoins are mostly centralized, and we are looking at just regulating how they have their reserves and how those companies make sure they have those reserves 100% of the time. So this is a very different topic in terms of regulation, in terms of creating a project like this, and in terms of getting fully regulated in every region, but it is something that could put different companies ahead of the curve. Now, I found it very, very interesting that PayPal decided to get in and create PYUSD. Now, we have seen the former president of PayPal say they are pushing to drive Bitcoin to be the global currency. I think it's very interesting that PYUSD has been created because there's been a lot of questions for a very long time about what's going to happen to TradFi if DeFi really does take off. Now, to have a TradFi company like PayPal step in and offer the first fully regulated stablecoin, that gives them an edge against all of the TradFi and all of the cryptocurrency space as well. So that was a very interesting move from PayPal, and I'm interested to see how this will play out. We do see PYUSD on the green list of cryptocurrencies from New York State. That list is the list that XRP got removed from last week, and I believe Link or LTC. One of the two, so we are seeing changes there, but PYUSD looking like a regulated stablecoin, really pushing itself forwards, and I wonder if Binance Japan and MUTB can do the same. Now, before we finish up today's stream, let's take a look at what is going on with the price of Bitcoin here. We saw a nice rise this morning, and now we've seen a full retracement. Very, very disappointing to see that retracement there. Not exactly what we were all hoping for, have to be honest. Though I was thinking to myself, I haven't taken advantage of this dip yet, and then it started rising this morning and I thought I've missed it, but I haven't, clearly. Maybe I'll go off this stream and buy a little bit more here. what we are seeing here is a little bit of volatility in the market. Again, still not much. We have seen a lot of more volatility in the history of Bitcoin. Still holding on though to those higher levels, holding on to $26,000. As I keep saying to people, yes, cryptocurrency may seem boring right now. The price isn't moving. It seems that a lot of people have left the market. We are still holding $26,000. That shows that people are still here for the long term and holding on and waiting for things to change. Now we are getting closer and closer by the day to that Bitcoin halving in April 2024. Historically, that has completely changed the market's cycles and triggered a bull market. A lot of people are anticipating that that will do the same again this year, and I am very, very hopeful that it will. And if it does, we will be wishing that we had some more time at these levels to learn, educate ourselves, and get ready for what is to come. If the same thing happens again, if things go absolutely crazy, we are all busier than ever trying to stay up to date with what's going on. So we need to take advantage of this time now, educate ourselves, and get prepared for that volatility in the markets. Now, if you are new to crypto, if you are old to crypto, if you want to learn more about crypto, make sure to go to the courses tab on cryptosavingexpert.com. Some of my favorite courses, which are courses that I've been involved in the development of, is the Bitcoin Wallet Fundamentals course. That's really interesting if you've got a little bit of a mathematics background or an interest in the maths of how things work. Bitcoin Wallet Fundamentals is in detail, but it's a really interesting course. Also, if you want to make a Bitcoin, a cryptocurrency hardware wallet out of a Raspberry Pi, then you can do so with the How to Build Your Own Hardware Wallet course. And to get all of the equipment to create one of those yourself, you can get the equipment in on their store. If you go to the wallets tab here, I believe. And then you can get the full kit there, and you can see what it includes here, and you can put all of that stuff together and make your very own hardware wallet. What else have we got in the courses section that may be of interest for you? If you take a look, if you are interested in the development of cryptocurrencies, if you want to become a smart contract developer, a blockchain developer, if you want to learn how to build smart contracts on Ethereum, on BNB, what you can do is you can go to the blockchain development course and take that introduction to Solidity course. With that course, you can learn completely from scratch how to make your own smart contracts, and then with the other courses, you can put all of those skills to the test and educate yourself even further. I think one of the brilliant things about this section is you learn about Solidity, so that's the coding language for smart contracts on Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, and Polygon. And then with the how to build a multi-sig wallet, you can put those skills to the test. With the meme coin course, you can put those skills to the test. And then when you come to this course here, how to avoid a reentrancy attack, this is the first of many courses where we'll be talking about attacks that happen frequently in the cryptocurrency space, when they've happened in the past, and how you can avoid leaving that vulnerability in your own smart contracts. So we'll learn how hackers actually take advantage of that vulnerability, and then how to remove that vulnerability from your own contracts. I think all of these courses are very, very interesting for those that are looking at the development side of cryptocurrency. If you're looking more at the trading side of cryptocurrency, then the margin trading course is a very good one, and so is the Trading 101 section there as well. So make sure to just check them all out. If you want to join cryptosavingexpert.com, make sure to just go over to the website and have a look around. And there's news articles there as well. Everything you could possibly need. We are your one-stop cryptocurrency shop. But I think that is all we have for today's stream. So thank you very much for tuning in. As always, excuse that little website shill at the end of today's stream. I haven't done one in a while, and I think that we should be pushing more people to this website, because a lot of work goes into it every single day, pushing out the best content, and the more people that see it, the more people that will be able to educate themselves. But that is all we have for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I will be back here tomorrow with another cryptocurrency news update. I've just turned on the chat and I can see there's loads of messages in the chat today, and I've not seen any of these. Let me reply to some of these quickly. Afternoon, James. Thank you very much for tuning in. I didn't even have the tab open today. Hello, Jess. Why is Jordan hiding from YouTube? Jordan is coming back to YouTube very, very soon. He has been here, there and everywhere, but I was on a call with him this morning and yesterday, and he was saying this week his focus is coming back to YouTube, so he will be there very, very soon. Let's see what is going on here. James says HSBC is welcoming crypto users and says people can pay their mortgages with crypto. I have not heard that. That is very interesting. That is actually something that I will be looking at after when I got off this call. What else is going on here? I'm not ignoring the chat. I completely missed it. Let's see what's going on here. Randy says, yeah, you got my CFC store gift card yesterday. I really like the look of the Bitcoin light. And Rowick says, is Gary Gensler talking this week? Let's talk about that quickly. The Bitcoin LED light is here. If you want to get a gift card for the merch store, if you sign up to Crypto Saving Expert now if you go to cryptosavingexpert.com and you press this join CSE plus button, if you sign up on the annual memberships, you get a £125 CSE merch store gift card with the premium membership and a £75 gift card with the Community Plus membership. So if we go back to the website, you can spend that on wherever you want. You can purchase one of these LED lights. It would be good if I turn this on. Let me turn this on so you can see what it actually looks like. Why is it still not on? Maybe. Oh, here we go. It is on. So this is what it looks like. It does look a lot brighter in person than it does on the camera. The camera's not picking that up very well. But they are available on the merch store. We've also got those t-shirts, and we have spent a lot of time getting those t-shirts right. The amount of samples we've had for those t-shirts is unbelievable. If you're in TMG's Discord group, you'll see he did some videos about it yesterday. There's been so many samples, but the quality of them is absolutely amazing now. So make sure to check out the merch store if you have not already. I think that is all we have for today's stream. Apologies for missing the chat today. I will make sure to pull that up in future. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all back here tomorrow.